Hello Internetians, my name is Josh A. Ultra Player, welcoming you to DBL week number 10. There was no battle last week. I don't know if I put anything on Twitter or not, but we did get a forfeit win versus TTM Stab and the Chicago Sacred Fire. We faced in week 2, scary Kieran Block. Very happy to take the forfeit, just because I really like facing Kieran Black with this team. So, this week, like I said, we did win, so we are 8-1. We are facing the 2-7 Detroit Dragon Claws in our final week. No matter what happens this match, I didn't work too much on the team because it didn't matter if I lost. I mean, yeah, I'd like to be 9-1, but if I lost, it's fine because I still clinched the number 1 spot in playoffs. The next person after me would be, I think, either Absolute Destruction or Shine Time. So I will try and go over the team. I don't know how the dimensions are going to look because I had to change the dimensions for the replay. They look very good, so alright, that works, I guess. This is the team. I brought the same Skarmory, Spikes Roots, Whirlwind, Brave Bird. I believe this is the same. I don't remember how much I changed. His team, I don't have any of it pulled up, to be honest. He is the full Dragmag core. You see what he brought. So I have a Spikes Roots, Whirlwind, Brave Bird, Skarmory. This handles a majority of his team. The special defense lets me take on Salamence better. Barring this set last hand. We have a Mesprit, physically offensive Mesprit, or mixed with Stealth Rock, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Mud Slap with Ground EMZ. I know this seems really weird, but this was for stuff like Empoleon. This was for stuff like Empoleon, or some of his Steel types to lure them in and hit him with a Tectonic Rage, which actually did a lot of damage. So that was a, I think specifically this was for Heatran, because I'm pretty sure with just a little bit of chip damage it O-code Heatran. Max speed to speed that with some of his threats. We have an Assault Vest Sylveon, pretty much very physically defensive and especially defensive, so I can take on stuff like Noivern and stuff like Salamence. With Quick Attack because he does have a lot of setup on his team and I don't want to be caught. He can easily wear down my Skarmory with stuff like a Dragon Dance Haxorus and let the Dragon Dance Salamence try and win. So, so I want to have that little quick attack that'll let me get off a bit of chip damage, or possibly be able to stop the sweep. We have a Hitmonlee. Last time I brought a Life Orb, this time I want to bring Fist Plate. I mean, there's no real reason to bring Life Orb. I mean, it does give me extra damage, but 20% versus 30% and no recoil is very nice. And I'm going to be clicking high jumping most of the time anyway. And then finally, we have a Life Orb Ductrio. This is the same set I brought last time. Trapping stuff, specifically Steel type, and just get rid of them. And my same Vaporeon set. I want to bring Ductrio again just because I didn't get a chance to use it last time because, you know, Scald. Anyway, back into the actual battle. Fix that real quick. So as you can see, he brings the Klinklang, his Haxorus, his Salamence, his Empoleon, his Noivern, and his Mega Scizor. This time no Tran, I recognize that immediately. Yeah, make sure I remember how the battle went. We're gonna go on slow. And let's get into it. So looking at his team, there were a few things I wanted to lead off with. I kind of wanted to lead up Skarmory and just get up Spikes, but he does have multiple chances to defog on his team, so I didn't want to immediately do that. And as I was looking, almost everything he does not really want to take a Scald from Vaporeon, so I just did go ahead and lead up Vaporeon because I had a great matchup. As you're going to see, he does lead off with a Vaporeon. Now this is something I really want to get a burn off of. Helping wear it down, mitigate possible leftovers, and just be able to chip away at his health so other things can take it out easy, such as Mesprit. So he's going to switch out as I go for the Wish, because I was afraid of a potential anything, really. So he goes into Scizor, and I'm like, okay, this is a free switch into Skirmory. I wall, and he said, so I see that he's agility, and I'm like, okay, then he's definitely Baton Pass, and he's going to go for that kind of strategy this time. He does go for the Baton Pass, and I just click Whirlwind, and I say no. As he tries to go into Salamence. He goes into Haxorus, and he goes for Superpower. Now, this damage. I immediately was just like, okay, that's Choice Band. There is no way that is not Choice Band. I didn't run the calc. I should have. To understand why this did so much damage. Because Choice Banded Haxorus does about 50% with Superpower. And it wasn't until later that I realized why it did so much. It's Rivalry. Which is really strange, because you never really see Rivalry Haxorus, which does 1.25% damage when you are the same gender as the mon you're attacking. So, I didn't know he was Choice Band. He was Rivalry Band. There's no way he could be anything else. So after seeing that damage, I think I went for a Spike. I put my notes in. Yeah, I went for Spikes. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's too much damage, so I'm going to go hard into my Sylveon. As he goes for another Superpower. And does virtually no damage. And here, I know he's going into Mega Scizor. Looks like I just woke up. So I go for the HP Fire and I get a crit. Didn't matter too much because it would have 2-hit KO'd anyway. But here I'm going to go hard into my Mesprit because Mesprit doesn't really do a lot this match other than get up rocks. And I know how to speed it if it's Adamant, which it does look like Adamant damage. And I can just finish it off with a Fire Punch, but instead I'm going to go for Stealth Rock. Let him kill me, which is, again, fine because I do have Dugtrio. If he would have set up, I would have had Mach Punch to finish it off. And if he didn't set up, I could just trap it and kill it with Dugtrio and go for Earthquake, and now it's dead. So now he's going to go into his Mega Scizor, and I'm going to go into my Skarmory. Because again, I completely wall it. I believe 2 Bullet Punches had a chance to kill me. He goes for Defog, which sucks, but it also gets rid of Stealth Rocks from my side, so that's nice. Here I'm just going to go for Roost, keep my Skarmory as healthy as possible. He's going to go into a Salamence. I don't want to take a potential Fire Blast, so I'm just going to go hard into my Vaporeon as he pulls the double into his Mega Scizor, which again, is fine, because I have Roar on this too. So I'm going to go for Skull, just trying to get chip damage and a burn because I know he's going to Agility and try and Baton Pass again. He gets I get the burn. Doesn't matter. 2 things on my team wall this thing. He goes for Baton Pass, I go for Roar. And goodbye. So, out comes Empoleon. And again, I'm just trying to get a burn. So I keep scalding until I get the burn. And I'm like, great. He goes for Hydro Pump. I don't know why. I mean, I'm Water Absorb. So here I'm gonna go for Roar here. And I go for Wish. So knowing that this is burned, and unless he's Aerial Ace, which I don't think he is, I can take any hit with Hitmonlee, and with the Wish I'll get up to near full. He goes for Agility. I get back up to 100%. And he does not have a switch in for High Jump Kick at this point. I mean, well, High Jump Kick plus some Stone Edge. So I'm gonna go for Fake Out instead, actually to get more chip damage on the Scizor. And then he's gonna go for Bullet Punch to do very negligible damage as I'm going to miss a High Jump Kick. Now, this was really scary. Because at this point I was like, I might lose this battle now. This was my main offensive threat, which basically killed everything. So I had to be very, very careful now that my Hitmonlee is going to die. Because as you see on the next turn, he is going to kill me with a Bullet Punch. So I'm going to go into my Skarmory, and I am just going to lay up some spikes. Because this thing is going to die soon. I don't care if he Baton Passes at this point. If he wants to go into Salamence, whatever. I wasted dealing with this. Here I am going to Whirlwind in the next turn because I know I can take a Flamethrower or a Fire Blast. As he goes into Haxorus, and I have no... I don't feel like going to Sylveon because it'll die to Poison Jab if he goes with that. So I'm just going to sack my Skarmory here. We're down 3-5, which is not good. I'm going to go into Dugtrio because I do know I can kill this after the defense drop. Crit did not matter. I'm Adamant Absorb. He was -1. He goes into his Mega Scizor, which has spikes, and I was like, okay, we might be okay, we might be okay. He goes into Napoleon, dies to EQ. Because I knew I could live in Aqua Jet because he was burned. I did think Aqua Jet at the time. Don't know why I didn't think of it with Keldeo and Skylar, but... Anyway, I go for Stone Edge to get off damage on the Salamence. If he wants to go for Dragon Dance, that's fine. I do have Sylveon in the back, which at this point was looking like my win con because he did sack his other threats. Go for Sucker Punch for damage. He clicks Flamethrower. I go on to Sylveon. Click the Quick Attack. Kill the Salamence, and the Noivern is not able to kill me at this range, and he is going to go for Boom Burst, and I'm going to go for Hyper Voice, and that is going to be GG. So with that, we are now 9-1 against in the league. We are number 1, best differential. We are in playoffs, and I don't know who we're facing. I think we're still waiting on one more battle. Let me try and pull it up real quick. See if it's updated yet. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Minnesota Monfernos and Flame Horizon. That's what it's looking like right now, and Shime and Absolute are gonna face together in the other playoff match, and we're gonna whoever wins my match is gonna face them. So with that, it's gonna be the regular season. I will see you next week for playoffs. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Peace.